Very excited to have Jeremy Camp on the Zoom line with us this morning. Now, Jeremy, first question, cab off the rank, because everybody that comes over to Australia has some sort of Australian connection.
Yes, true.
Whether they've been here before, what's your Aussie connection?
My wife's aunt and uncle live in Melbourne.
There we go. That's a great connection.
That ranks you
How
high.
crazy is that?
That is.
Next question for you. We've just had Riley Clemens over here, the incredible Riley Clemens. Her Australian accent, highly rated. She can do a great Aussie accent.
That's a tough question.
I know it's tough. I'm going hard.
Jeremy,
right from the
there's no
beginning.
pressure if you don't want to do it.
I can't do a great Aussie accent.
No. Stop. Yeah, don't. Do not do that again.
My manager's in the room, and he goes, that's pretty good. I'm like, no, I was not good. I'm getting the ixnay there.
You've got some time to practice, though. We've got a couple of months to polish it up.
Put the old
I have
Steve.
some Aussie friends, so I'll talk to them.
Put on the old Crocodile Hunt, a bit of Steve Irwin action, and you get it up there. Now, have we got it right? Is this your first Australian tour?
Okay. This is the first official. I think we came over one time like 10 years ago, did a couple dates, maybe 3. But it was very small, we came in, but it wasn't this. This is 6 dates. We're going all the way, all down the coast and over to Perth.
Yes.
So first kind of real tour in Australia.
We're so excited.
Wonderful. I've got a question for you, Jeremy. So you've got 3 kids. I've got 3 kids. My oldest is a Bella too. And if I was traveling to the States, my Bella would be like, I am coming, Mum. There is no way you're traveling to America without me. Is your Bella the same? Is she like, I am coming with your dad?
Oh, they are coming with us.
They are. Oh, I wonder if we can meet them. Oh, I'd be very excited.
Yes, please.
Oh.
Yeah, we're having my whole band, my whole crew, and my whole family.
Oh, my goodness. Well, have you got anything lined up for the kids? Is there something they need to do while they're in Australia? Is there an animal or a bucket list or something activity?
Oh, they want to see koala in their own environment.
Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? We can do that.
We can line that up.
Yeah.
We can line that up.
Exactly.
No worries at all. Okay, now my history with Jeremy Camp is that I was a massive tooth and nail. I'm a Christian music tragic.
No way.
Yeah, okay, tooth and nail tragic.
Very much so.
And then Brandon Ebel starts the Brandon Ebel Company, BC, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be a little bit mainstream. And then he one of the first signings in this big album that comes out is by this young whippersnapper, Jeremy Camp. He's this good-looking guy on the cover, video clips, and I'm like, he's totally sold out. Tooth and Nail was cool. Brandon Ebel, this is sold. And then I actually stopped and listened to the album, and I was like, gee, this guy's a good songwriter. I'm gonna have to give this Jeremy Camp guy another go. So ever since then, 13 albums later, you're absolutely killing it in the music scene. That's my background with you. But my question is, you've consistently done an album every couple of years, maybe every year. Your last album, it's getting over 2 years old. When is the next album coming, man?
Okay, first of all, thank you. I'm glad you didn't give up on me. So I appreciate that. I'm glad that you said, let me just try this young guy out.
Yeah.
Secondly, yes, I do put out albums a lot. I'm actually almost done. We're mixing and mastering my next album in October. So
do we get a sneak peek at the title or anything? Can you share it with us?
Give us something.
Okay, I'll give you this. Okay, exclusive, by the way. I'm not told anybody this. So the title of the album is called Deeper Waters.
Oh, love it. That's very good.
Will it be out by the time you hit our shores?
No, it won't be out until next year.
Okay.
I know.
When you walk through the Vision Studios, could a copy on CD or something or a USB accidentally fall out of your pocket while you're here? We won't tell anybody.
We'll see.
If we can get a koala in the studio at the same time.
Some extra veggie right here.
We'll get a packet of Tim Tams and a koala, and I reckon we could do a deal.
Tim Tams, yes.
Now,
Tim Tams lamb.
Oh, well done.
We've only got you for a short moment, and I wanted to touch on this. We were chatting about it off microphone. The tour is called I Still Believe.
Yeah.
I Still Believe is intrinsically tied up to, basically your backstory of how you became Jeremy Camp. The amazing story of your marriage to your first wife, Melissa, and her tragic passing. We've seen the movie of the same name. It was a massive hit for you all the way back there, 2002 or so. And now this tour, all these years later, is called I Still Believe. Is this part of the legacy? What, how? Explain the thinking behind this.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was, the movie came out, because for me, my whole career is not just based on one song or even just my story. That's what kickstarted things. That was the start of me just kind of writing very raw and authentic. Yeah. But it really was something that, because the movie came out, I felt like it was highlighted again, and I feel like I was supposed to start talking more about it again, because I feel like it was highlighted for a reason. And so, I never was able to do an I Still Believe tour, because back in the day we didn't do an I Still Believe tour. Yeah. And so now that here we are 20 years later, had a movie out, and we were paused for 2 years, couldn't play. And so I'm playing catch up in a sense of like, I wanted to do an I Still Believe tour when the movie came out. And I know we're 3.5 years since the movie came out, which is crazy to think about, but we're now getting to Australia. Yeah. And we're heading to Canada to do a tour on it. So it's just, and then we'll be done after this. I mean, I won't do another I Still Believe, tour after this. And not like I won't ever talk about it, but it's just highlighted for this moment. So, yeah.
And then you're going deeper. Deep waters.
Going deeper.
There we go. What was it like having a movie made about your life? Like, I think, what an exciting moment. Is it weird?
I mean, you got to think about it too. It's one of those things where, to have someone say, I want to do a movie on your life. And there's so many incredible people out there, right? I mean, there's incredible people, incredible stories. Why they would pick mine is an anomaly. It's unbelievable. So I think it's just very humbling, because I know that there's a lot of great people out there that probably should have stories on their life, but God somehow highlighted my story, and I'm thankful for it. And it's super weird and humbling, and, brought up some old grieving too sometimes. Sure. I mean, watching the movie and the filming was in a weird way, both really hard because it brought up stuff, and it was very healing as well. Wow. And so, I'm just on the other end now, grateful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Now, Felicia, my co-host here, asking the questions. She's originally from New Zealand. Here's a bit of a New Zealand connection for you. I know that in the movie, KJ Appa was a New Zealander who played you in the film. You've got another sort of down under connection happening.
With the Cuzzy Bros from New Zealand.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like, we have New Zealand connections, Australia connections. Obviously, we're meant to be there to see you guys.
Definitely. We're glad you're coming.
Hey, listen, I know your time is limited, and we want to get out of your hair, but I love to ask this question. I'm dying to ask you this one, Jeremy, because when it comes to Christian music, you're at the top of your game. You're at the peak there. You're absolutely ruling the charts. Your albums are phenomenal, and there's a reason why. I don't mean that facetiously. There's a reason why you're doing so well, is because every song that you're penning on your album, every song that you're collaborating on an album, they're great songs, and the lyrics are deep and they mean something. Yeah. Who's the artist that we should be listening to that Jeremy Camp has gone, this guy is underrated, why aren't you listening to him?
Oh man, that's so good. I'm trying to think who I would say. That guy. Well, honestly, when I'm going through stuff, Will Reagan is one of the guys for me.
Yes.
That I'm like, that guy writing wise, he got me through a lot of stuff.
Wow.
With his songs. When I was, going through my anxiety stuff, before I wrote Anxious Heart, that whole thing, that Will Reagan and Friends, it was the Friends album, I think it was called.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Fantastic. So, off the beaten track. I like it. You've gone up a couple of, you've already gone up a couple of rungs.
You'll be over the edge soon. So.
Hey, man, we can't wait to have you down here in November. We're looking forward to getting you in the Vision Studios here. And hopefully while you're here, you can take over the breakfast show with us.
Bring Bella and the
music.
kids. We want to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family will be there. Yeah, exactly.
We'll do something special with you.
Good.
Hey, thank you so much for your time, man. We can't wait to see you. I know it's going to happen like this, but November can't come soon enough for us.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Yay.